Life After Addiction. Michael is going to share about his addiction to drugs and how he was blessed to overcome his drug habit, from where it all started to where it led him and to where he is at today. Please welcome Michael Hill, Jr.
As you can see, this is me in 2007. I was very addicted to drugs. This was a low point in my life, and I did not know where I was going or where I was headed. But there's still some good stuff to come, so don't panic. Because of my addiction, it led me to a life of crime. Ultimately, I ended up on the KDOC website for numerous felonies that I can tell you today that I got them all expunged, and that was a big moment for me. However, I did spend a lot of nights in prison, and this is not me. I kind of borrowed this photo from the internet. It's not plagiarizing. I'll give it back. But I did spend a lot of nights. I was lost, and I was wondering where my life was headed, what was I going to do. 2010, I released from Ellsworth Correctional Facility, and this was the last facility that I ever planned to go to. I'll never forget when I was leaving that place, I made my mind up then that I was done going to prison. Very blessed and to be able to do this. And after prison, I found the only job that would hire me with all my felonies, and VIP Car Wash in Olathe, Kansas, hired me minimum wage, and 6 months later I was assistant manager making $15 an hour. So this is where my education started. 2012 I went to Johnson County Community College, and that's when I realized that if my life was going to get any better, that I had to educate myself. And this is where it started. My best friend. This is my lovely wife who gave me a chance to show her that I was no longer that person. But as I was sitting with her today, I wanted to tell you guys, we got in a fight in the parking lot over which way the toilet paper should be on. I don't know. But this is the family that I've always dreamed about, and she is very special to me. So I kind of got choked up there, didn't I? I'm okay. I can't get rid of her. She keeps popping up and popping up. This was the moment that I will never forget. And she'll ask me periodically, what day did we get married? And I forget sometimes, but who's counting, you know? She is my everything. I will never forget her. My daughter, my oldest daughter, that when I was incarcerated, she was probably 5 years old, and I lost connection with her. But today, we have that connection, and I'm just very blessed to have her in my life. She has made me a grandpa. We still haven't really figured that out, but this is my oldest stepdaughter, Erica, and she's not my daughter, but I'm finding out that she's just like me. We get along so good. It's amazing. Sometimes I ask myself, is that even possible? But she's not mine, but she knows that I love her just as she was mine. My youngest stepdaughter, she's the one I don't worry about. She's bright, but I'm still mad at her. She won't help me with algebra. So we kind of, I hold a grudge on her, but I love her, So, and this is my 10-year-old or 11-year-old daughter, Justice. What you don't know about her is that she eats all the cereal in the house. But I have full custody of her, something that I never thought that I would ever have to do, become a parent. My grandbaby. She's walking. She'll be a year in September. And, the picture says it all. She's bad. This is me and my sister in Hawaii. We're sitting here reflecting. I wanted to be honest with you. We're thinking, how in the heck are we going to get back on that airplane to fly all the way back to Kansas? No, seriously, me and my sister grew up together. We both experienced some of the same things, and I'm so proud of her. But this is a moment in Hawaii that we spent together, and we really got an opportunity to be brother and sister again without all the drugs and drama in my life. Very special moment for me right there. That's a long 20 seconds. This is me and Dana. We're sitting in black sand. I tell you, there's this road that's there that we almost died on like 20 times, and she insisted that we go. And when we got there, I was really good with it, but the whole ride up there, it's like 20 miles, but it took us 3 hours to get there. It was crazy, but for her, I did it. She's worth it, and we had a really good time. These are some of my accomplishments that when I first started this field and career, that things just really, when I stopped using drugs, things really took off for me. And Dana is really good at making sure that I keep things like this. First thing she said tonight was that she's keeping this flyer. This is an award that I got. Reno County Sheriff sent me to have breakfast with Countryside Baptist Church, and they presented me with this. That was a proud moment for me. I got to sit with some really good people and tell my story, and they fed me. This is something that Warden Klein gave me from the prison here in Hutchinson. He called me to his office one day and said, "This picture reminds me of you. Every time I see you, I think of the armor that you had surrounded yourself by." And it's true. I have this in my office. Everywhere I go, I take it with me. And everyone, I think, knows Sheriff Henderson. This is a man who has arrested me, but at the same time believed in me and given me another chance to redeem myself. But most importantly, he cares about people. And when he hired me to be the program director, he told me, he says, "Whatever you did to change your life, I want you to help others." Thank you.
Well, we've had some amazing presentations so far, and we're only halfway there. We're going to take an intermission right now.